Okay, I got some more of the oil lines out of the way. So the oil pan's right there underneath the frame. That's this big piece of aluminum right here. So I can go ahead and unscrew that. It's got 7 bolts, I think, or 9 bolts, whatever it is. It's got a couple. I'll go ahead and get them off. Let's see here. Damn it. This isn't exactly a stock part sitting here. When you drop the pan off, you can flush the motor complete from the top to the bottom and clean all the molten aluminum out from the balloon pistons, which happens fairly frequently, like every pass. Or at least every other pass, you get the whole pan off and flush it. Probably what happened is something got sucked up into the oil pump, even though I got a filter up in here in the tank. The oil filter up in the frame up there, that is on the pressure side, not on the return side. So the return side of it sucks up everything it can get its hands on. Goes back around the oil tank, and then if your screen doesn't let it come through, you're good, but it's a fairly coarse screen because it's on the suction side. There's 9 of these bolts here, 5 of these little 1/4-inch ones, and 4 of the big ones. Dripping oil out of that line over there. It's one of my return vent lines. I have another oil pump that sucks right out of the oil pan because this pump won't do it. See how the bolts get all ground down from dragging on the ground. When you only got 1.5 inches of ground clearance, things tend to get in the way. Alright, leave some of that one on there. Clean this out. It's full of oil right now. It's about 1 quart of oil in this pan. That's what the dripping was. Okay, here's the oil pan all cleaned up. This thing was completely full of oil, so that probably holds about 1.5 quart of oil in there. So it's a nice big long one. So this gets hooked to an electric oil pump that sucks the oil out of this thing when the bike's running. When you turn it on, so it sucks oil from way in the back there. been through a couple revisions, but the latest one is that. I cut this out of a piece of 30-pound block of aluminum years ago. Probably about 20 years ago, a little over 20 years ago now. So, still looks like new. Anyway, it drags on the ground a little bit. It likes to take those freeway markers right off too when it hits them. Doesn't hurt the pan any. Pan drill hits everything, curbs, it don't care. It don't hurt the pan any. So here's up underneath the motor. Got a big diamond screen up under there. So catches some of the oil, keeps it off the flywheels. So that's how that works. I try to get those screws up over there, right up under there by the frame. With any luck, I can get them out. So it looks like we get some crap up under there. Yeah, whatever it was, I don't feel it. And there's dents in there from previous encounters with shrapnel, otherwise known as broken pistons and rings. So, alright, I'm going to go ahead and try to get this pump off. So, I'll turn this off and see what I can do. Okay, we're going to try to get this oil pump out. Looks like it might be able to get to it. At least get a wrench up into there. That's a plus. This has got a Beal oil pump on it, so it only takes 2 bolts to hold it. The motor's 79, but like most Harleys, everything kind of interchanges on these things. You just have to convert it to external oil feeds like I did here. And that's going to be a problem. Bolt won't come out the bottom. Yeah, maybe when it loosens up we'll look out. Bolts out. 2 bolts out. And oil pump is not coming out. Trying to. There it goes. You can pull an oil pump out of a Harley. Yeah, it seems to have some stuff in the pump. It doesn't rotate. See the monkey snout right in here. Call it monkey crap. That's what your nitromathane and methanol, when it's congealed in the oil. Oop, there it is. Close up here, you can kind of see the puke that's on here. It's a black gooey crap. Usually it's yellow. Anyway, something's in there plugging up this pump, so not exactly sure what it is. Right now it's got a bunch of goo coming out of it. It's definitely got something in there. My guess is a piece of piston ring is jammed in between the rotor. It's a gyrotor pump. I think there's a piece of crap in there. In which case we take it apart, clean it all up, put it back in. Because we don't care about being a little bit less oil on this bike. Alright, we'll go clean all this up and we'll be back. Alright, clean this up a little bit. So I'll go ahead and tear this apart. So we can kind of see what's going on. Alright. More crap. It rotates now. All the guts fall out, it rotates. little bit of shrapnel in there. Gear's seen better days. It's time for another set of guts for it. I don't know if you can see all the gouges in the oil pump body here where stuff has gone through it. Yeah, there's a little bit of chunk out of that one there. I think that's why it doesn't want to rotate. There's a piece of shrapnel right there. Oop. A drop. Yeah, a little piece of something. Alright, well, that's why the pump didn't want to rotate. Alright, we'll go clean this all up and see what we got left to use here. Alright, I got the pump cleaned up here. So you look down deep in there, it's all gouged up. So point with around here. Right down here in the bottom of the gear rod against them there. Some really deep gouges, so if I reuse this body, it would bypass a lot of oil on the return side. So our pressure side here doesn't look too bad on the gears. For once, each side is good. So it's not sucking too much new crap in through the new side. But obviously it's sucking a lot of crap up through on the return side. So it tends to get inside the rotor in here. I don't know if you can see the big piece of crap in there. There's a lot of crap embedded in this rotor. And you can see how it chewed up the inner piece. Big chunks of teeth missing here. So that's why the motor didn't want to turn over very well. It had some issues. Well, I did crack it. Yeah, easy breaks the rotor. I don't know if you can see the crack right there. It's cracked right through, all the way up through here, right along my finger line there. Open it up a little bit. So that doesn't surprise me one bit. So basically the pump's trash. So this side here I can reuse. It's not perfect, but hell, it's good enough for me. That way I have to change my fittings. I'm lazy. Alright, we'll go grab another eBay pump. I got a whole shelf full of them. I've been through this ordeal more than once.